Welcome to Lil Minds.
There are a lot of changes taking place continuously around us. So, what are changes? A change is the transformation of a substance from one form to another. The changes may involve a change in color, for example, ripening of fruit, change in size, for example, growth of a child, change in state, for example, melting of ice, change in position, for example, revolution of the earth. Let's have a look at some types of changes. Types of changes. There are 14 types of changes. Let's learn all of these types of changes in detail. Desirable and undesirable changes. Desirable change. The changes that are beneficial for us are called desirable changes. For example, curdling of milk, digestion of food, pumping of heart, etc. Undesirable change. The changes that are harmful or bring about destruction are called undesirable change. For example, rusting of iron, rotting of fruit, hurricanes, etc. Note, some changes like eruption of volcanoes, falling of rain, etc. can be both desirable and undesirable. Natural and man-made changes. Natural changes. A change that occurs naturally is called natural change. For example, change in seasons, rotation of the earth, growth of the plants, etc. Man-made changes. A change that occurs due to the action of human beings is called man-made changes. For example, switching of light, cutting of hair, deforestation, etc. Reversible and irreversible change. Reversible changes. A change that can be reversed by reversing the conditions that brought about the change is called reversible change. For example, melting of ice, folding of paper, molding of wet clay, etc. Irreversible change. A change that cannot be reversed is called an irreversible change. For example, breaking of glass, burning of paper, cutting of an apple, etc. Slow and fast change. Slow change. The change that takes place slowly, that is, it occurs in a long period of time, is called a slow change. For example, weathering of rocks, growing of a baby, drying of leaves, etc. Fast change. The change that takes place fast, that is, it occurs in a short period of time, is called a fast change. For example, blink of an eye, burst of a firecracker, blowing of balloons, etc. Exothermic and endothermic change. Exothermic changes. The change in which energy is released in the form of heat is called exothermic change. Remember, exo means to exit, while thermic means heat. For example, sweating, respiration, volcanic eruption, etc. Endothermic changes. The change in which energy is absorbed in the form of heat is called endothermic change. Remember, endo means to take in and thermic means heat. For example, baking a pizza, evaporating water, photosynthesis, etc. Periodic and non-periodic changes. Periodic change. A change that is repeated after a regular interval of time is called a periodic change. For example, swinging of a pendulum, occurrence of days and nights, clock striking an hour, etc. Non-periodic change. A change that is not repeated by the regular interval of time is called non-periodic change. For example, falling of leaves from a tree, sneezing, occurrence of earthquakes, etc. Now we have understood what are changes. So let's learn how to classify different types of changes. The first example is cooking of food. We can classify cooking of food as man-made change, desirable change, slow change, irreversible change, and endothermic change. The next example is sublimation of naphthalene balls. We can classify it as natural change, non-periodic change, slow change, reversible change, and endothermic change. Just like these, there are many other types of changes that can be classified into 2 or more types of change. Today, we have learned that a change is the transformation of substance from one form to another. There are 14 types of changes: desirable change, undesirable change, natural change, man-made change, reversible change, irreversible change, slow change, fast change, exothermic change, endothermic change, periodic change, non-periodic change, physical change, and chemical change. We can classify changes into 1 or more types of changes. We have learned about 12 types of changes already, but there are 2 more types, physical and chemical change, which we are going to learn in the part 2 of this video. Now we know what are changes, so let's test our knowledge by giving a little quiz. First question: beating of heart is which type of change? Non-periodic, desirable, slow, and undesirable? Correct. It is desirable change. Second, there are dash types of changes: 8, 10, 12, 14. Well done. The correct answer is 14. Third, which type of change takes place with the absorption of heat? Endothermic, man-made, periodic, exothermic. Yes, it's the correct answer, endothermic change. Don't forget to comment your answers in the chat section below. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell to be the first one to watch my new video. We'll be back with a new educational video soon. Thank you.